Hey guys, my friend and I went to an abandoned prison over the weekend to do another urban exploration video, so this is pretty much some of the footage that we recorded when we went to the abandoned prison. So we had to end up walking through this big field on the side to get in, because there was only one little entrance on the side of the prison, so we had to go through a lot of like wooded, fieldy type area to actually get to that. So it took us a little bit to figure out where we needed to go, but then we saw this little wall over here, and we saw that there was actually an opening in the fence, so we figured if we just climb up this wall, then we should be able to make it in. So I decided to climb up the wall. And then on the side of the prison there was this little hole there. I thought the hole was going to be bigger, but it was actually fairly small, but we were able to fit inside of it. So I put my backpack in there first, and then I decided to just kind of squeeze myself through. And yeah, it was very ominous inside of it. So yeah, we kind of just wandered around for a little bit just to kind of get a feel for the place. In this room we found writing on the wall that said, how does it feel to know you're dying every day, pretend you're not? I don't know, we just thought that was cool, I don't know. And then we found the staircase, and there were a few staircases. It was a few stories high, and climbing up the first staircase, this is where things got interesting. So as you can see in here, this is where all of the actual prison cells were, which I thought was kind of cool, just seeing them all lined up like that. I decided to look inside of one, and it was weird seeing like the beds and the toilet and the sink, just like how very small and confined everything was. Really claustrophobic. This part was just kind of like horror movie-ish, because we just walked down this big dark corridor. It really set the atmosphere. I liked it. And then at this point we decided to go up the next flight of stairs to see what was on the next floor. And up here was just more prison cells. There was actually a bigger bar on the left that you saw over there, which also was kind of cool. There was another corridor above the one that we were at before, but like you can see it's kind of almost like a bridge kinda. We were thinking about whether we should walk across that or not, but we didn't, because if that little bridge fell, we would have fallen pretty high and gotten hurt. Over here I actually found a dumbwaiter, which I thought was kind of cool. The actual box inside of it wasn't there, but I decided to take a picture of like up down from the dumbwaiter to see how far down it was, and you'll see that picture at the end. It looked pretty cool. Then we went up the next flight of stairs to see what was up here. And I believe, yeah, this was actually the top floor up here, as you can see, as high as it gets. There was a ladder. I'll get to that later once I look at it a little bit more, but I took some pictures up here. So we were looking at the ladder, and I decided to climb up the ladder a little bit just to see how sturdy it was and see if I could have made it to the very top. But the ladder felt a little bit wobbly, and I just didn't want to risk climbing up and then having the ladder fall down, and it would have been a very, very long fall, so I just decided not to go up the ladder. I went back to the dumbwaiter, and I picked up that little cap on the ground, and I dropped it down to see how long it would take to fall, and... one sec. It took 3 seconds to hit the ground, so I don't know how many feet that equates to, but that's how long it would take to hit the ground. So we thought that we explored the entire prison, so we were about to leave, but then we found this little hole in the ground. We weren't going to go in, because if we jumped in, there would be no way to really get out. But then Connor, he ended up finding a staircase back here that actually led to the basement floor, so we decided to go down there. Now the staircase was like practically entirely broken, and there was like a broken door at the bottom, so we couldn't just go down the stairs regularly or we would have fallen. So we agreed that we would just kind of grab onto the railing on the side with our arms, and then put our feet also on the side of it kinda, and just shimmy our way down and up, and that was kind of the method we used to get down there. The basement was pretty cool. There wasn't too much down here, and the lighting was obviously bad, but I thought it was kinda cool just to look around at all the stuff they had. This room was the boiler room, I believe, because there were 2 boilers back here, as you can see. But yeah, there really wasn't too much in the downstairs floor, so after we just kind of looked around for a little bit in the basement, we decided to shimmy our way back up the staircase. After that, we crawled outside of the hole, hidey hole, whatever you want to call it, and then we just kind of headed out and left. Overall, I thought it was pretty fun. I think this is probably the most exciting place that I've been to so far. I really liked it. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much it, guys. I'm going to show some of the pictures that I took when I was here, and a little slideshow at the end, like usual. And that is it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the flip side. Also, be sure to follow Connor on Twitter. I'm going to leave his Twitter account in the description below. And yeah, here are the pictures now.